Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Waves. In this wave, I'm going to discuss about the new Java 8 date and time API. Okay, and this date and time API is very powerful, and it actually overcomes a lot of limitations which were there in the previous version of Java, means before 8. It actually effectively handles those limitations, and I feel that it is going to be the future of how we are going to handle the date and time. So this tutorial is on Java 8 date and time, and I am going to cover most of the features. I am going to do a comprehensive walkthrough of all the classes in this API. So please stay with me. So let us discuss what are the limitations of the date and time API which we had before Java 8. Okay, first is they are not thread safe. Okay, so date is not thread safe. So developers, what do you mean by date is not thread safe? It means developers will face concurrency issue. It means like the data will not be consistent. The date can be manipulated by any thread. And let's say, for example, we have a customer class, and when this customer was created, every customer in any database or in a model object will have a creation date, right? This so and so date the customer was created. So but using the old date, uh, there was a possibility like, if there is a get creation date, there is a getter for the creation date. I can get the date object and set the time. I can change the time of the creation date of that customer. So so what we had to do is we had to have a defensive copy, which means like whenever, see, this is the creation date, and whenever we try to get a creation date, we return a new date based on the creation date which is currently there. So what happens is the user is from outside, the user is not able to change the original creation date. So such type of defensive mechanism we had to deploy in our code. Okay, so this kind of mutable class, like a date class, since the date class is mutable, we have some cost, like we have to write our own logic to make it secure. Okay, to make it thread safe. But the new date and time API is immutable, guys. It cannot be changed. Okay, so it doesn't have any setters methods or getter method. uh, okay, I think so it doesn't have setter methods. Okay, so this is the first limitation. Then with regards to performance, it's not up to the mark. Okay, and it is not convenient to use. See, let's see in this example, right? There is a calendar instance. Okay, by the way, the old date and time API were in java.util.date or .calendar. That was a package. So in this case, like calendar, right? So I am setting 2014 for 14. This is not January. Sorry. This is 14th of. You would be saying that 4th is what? 4th is by right January, February, March, April. It should be April, right? But it's not. It is actually May, because January is 0. Okay, so since January is 0, this is actually 14th of May 2014. So it becomes confusing. Why? It is because it is starting with 0, it becomes confusing. Okay, and the time zone handling is also a bit difficult in the old API. So to overcome all these, in Java 8, the Oracle people actually came up with a new package, which is java.time package, and it had several classes which actually effectively handles and overcomes the limitations which were there in the old API, the date and time API. Okay, so it has very simple, very understandable and non-mutable classes. Okay, the first one is instant. So it is in java.time.instant. Whatever classes will come after this will be in the same java.time dot some package. Okay, so I'm just specifying the first one. Just assume that they are in this package java.time. Okay, so what is an instant? Instant is a point in a timeline. Have you ever seen what do you mean by timeline? The timeline is a continuous line, means from the time started, and in the future also it's a continuous line. It represent time actually. Okay, so instant is a particular instance of a time. Okay, a point in time. Okay, so instant I is instant dot now. So this is how we get the current instant. What is the current instant? What is the current time? And we get this output. See, this is the date, and this is the time which is in, because there is a z here. This time is the universal time. It's a standard time for the entire world. Okay, it is known as coordinated universal time. So it will return you the universal time. And instant dot min, the minimum of the instance, which is the starting point of your timeline, is 1 billion years ago, and the maximum is December 31st of this huge year. Okay, that is an instant. Next we have duration. A duration is a time between two instant objects. Okay, so duration is the difference between first instant and second instant, one point to second point. Okay, so I have two instants here. This should be a now should be a method here. So I1 and I2, so duration between I1 and I2 d. So it will actually we can actually print the nanoseconds. This d dot, it has utility method known as get nano. So what is the what is the difference of I1 and I2 in nanoseconds it can give me? Such operations are actually useful when we try to examine the performance of a method. You can start first instant at the starting of the method, and then the last can be the ending of the method can be the second instant, and then you can get the nanoseconds or seconds also. I believe the duration will have some utility methods, so that we can get to know how much time it takes for the method to execute. Okay, so that is duration, which is the period between two instant objects. Then we have local date and period. Local date is what? To represent a date, and it has a simple concept. Local date, current date is equal to local date dot now. So if you want to get the date as of now, you can call local date dot now. Period is the time between two dates. Okay, so time between two dates. Best example is to calculate your birthday. Okay, calculate the your age. Okay, so this is the current date, let's say current date, and your local date, birth date is local date of, this is the year, this is the month. If you see, the month is 11. Okay, so you can also use month dot November, because 11 is November, right? You can use that enum also, but just a date, it represents this date. So period is the the time between these two dates. Okay, so period dot between birth date and the current date. And if you so this is period p, And if you call get years, you will get your age, because this is the current age and this is your birth date. Okay, so if you get period p dot get years, you will get the your age, right, which is the number of years between this and this, current date and birth date. Okay, note that the period deals with date based amount of time, and duration deals with time actually. Period is with regards to two date objects actually, local date objects. Duration is between two instants. Instant is what? A point in a timeline. Okay, so you have to keep that in note. Then we have local time and local date time. Okay, so here local date is to represent a date, local time is to represent a time. Okay, only time without date. Okay, local date is only for date, local time is only for time, and local date time is for both. It will print date also and time also. So how you will get local date time dot now? It will give the current date and time. Whereas if you want to get a particular date time, then you have to specify like this, like this is the year, month dot November, or you can also use 11. Okay, 14th is the date. Okay, day, this is month, this is year, this is hours, this is seconds. No, this is hours, this is minutes, this is seconds. It also has nanosecond. This local date time dot off has a lot of parameters to be passed, so that you can get whatever date time you want, you can get that. You can check out, guys, this API. You can check local date time documentation, you can check further. It has many methods. Okay, so moving on, we have date time formatter. Okay, before what we use simple date formatter, we used to use that, but Java 8 has date time formatter, simple date. So we have local date, local time, local date time. Okay, local date time, and then now we have date time formatter. Okay, then if you give datetime formatter dot pattern of whichever pattern you need, you have to specify in this string as a string here, and then you get the from there you get the low no sorry you specify the pattern here, then you have a local date time, you get a local date time of any date, or you can even do dot now. Okay, here to get the current date time, and then what you do is this date time I want to format using this formatter which has this pattern. So this date time, local date time, which I am getting either today or some particular year, that dot format of this formatter. This formatter is what? Date time formatter, which has a particular pattern, and it will, if you do a system out to this, it will print the this date, your local date time in this format. Okay, hopefully that is clear. Next, year. Year is to just represents a year. Year just represents a year. So you can do a year dot now, you will get the current year. Now it is 2020. So if I do y dot is leap, okay, so it will return a boolean whether 2020 is a leap year or not. It will print, I believe it is, so it will print true. Then we have the zone ID and zone date time. Okay, zone date time, this concept is used for handling the zones. Okay, zone time means in a particular zone what is the time. Okay, because date and time across each time zone is different, right? So that's why we have zone ID and zone date time concept. Now zone IDs in Java 8, they have actually given zone IDs. So each zone has its own zone ID. So if you want the system default zone ID, you will get this. I'll show you in IDE also how it is, what it will print. And if you want to further explore on what all zone IDs you can provide, you can go to this URL. I will also post it down in the comments, in the description actually. And so there are different zone IDs. Okay, now if I want, I want the time of, I want the zone date time of, not local date time. I want zone date time of a particular zone ID, because each zone has its own zone ID. So first of all, I want to get zone ID of America or Chicago. By the way, this string, you have to get it from here, this URL. Okay, so that once you get the zone ID, you say zone date time dot now of zone ID. Okay, so if you do that, you will get the zone date and time of that zone. You will get the time, date and time of that zone, the particular zone which you have specified. Okay, so yeah, so this is what. Now I am gonna jump into my ID to show you. I won't type it now, because I have already written, and let us comment this out for a moment, and I will uncomment each step by step. Okay, so now instant. Okay, so instant, if I run, what I'm gonna get. Okay, sorry, I have to save this. So run as Java application. Okay, if you see, I get the current date, which is 31st July 2020, and I get the standard universal time. Z denotes the 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 standard time as per the world. Okay, yeah, so that is instant. Now let us see this one. Okay, so I'm running as duration. Okay, so duration is what, as I said, it's the difference, the time between two instants. So instant I is now, and instant 2 is this. Okay, and so these are the two instants, I and I2. So duration between I and I2 is what? So let us run as Java application, and I get this many nanoseconds because I'm doing a duration dot get nanosecond. Okay, now this one, I uncomment this also. Okay, now local date. So what date I am getting? Let's see. See, this is the date. Okay, current date. So I do a local date dot now. It will return the current date. Local date is only for date. Okay, so 31st July 2020. Then I again do this. What is period? I hope you remember now. Period is the time between two local dates. Okay, so this is my current date and this is my birth date. So period between birth date and current date, and I'm doing a p dot get years. So period dot get years will give me what? It will give me the number of years, your age, 29. Okay, for me it is. Okay, next, I uncomment this. Okay, and save this. Let me remove this also. Okay, fine. So local time is only gonna give me time. Okay, so you have seen date, period. Now local time. So local time gives me time, hours, minutes, seconds, and I think so this is the nanoseconds. Okay, so next is local date and time. local date and time actually gives the date and time, both date and time. Okay, so I am printing two dates. One is the current date, okay, because dt is the current date, because local date time dot now current date time it will print, which is 31st July with the time it will print. And then I have 1990 November 14th with the time I am printing. Okay, so that is local date time is for both date and time. Okay, now, okay, uncomment this space. Okay, now formatting, right? uh, okay, I have shown you the local date time formatter. Okay, but you can also format using this. Okay, if you have, if you are taking local date and time, you get the number of days. There is a small mistake here, I believe, and this should be month. Okay, and day, oh no, this is correct, sorry, days, because this says get day of month, so this will give the day, and this will give, get month value will give the month, and get year will give you the year. So I'm doing a printf percentile d dash percentile d dash percentile d, and year month days I am printing. Okay, so let's see what happens. See, if you see, I am getting the format as like this. This is the year, 7 is the month, and 31st is the day. Okay, so this is how you get the day, month and year. Okay, now same thing if we want to do it for the time, it's also can be done. And you save this, I'll explain you, wait. So if you see here, I get the time also in hours, minutes and second. If you see how to get that from the date time, okay, from today's date time I am getting the hours, get hour, get minute and get seconds, and we do a format of this, and we are passing these three, and we are getting the desired format. So this is one way of formatting. The other way which I talked about in the slide is the date time formatter. So let's see this. So date time formatter, I have already explained that there would be a formatter of a particular pattern. Then I take any date time, and then that date time dot format with that, with the given, with the formatter which I have actually declared here. Okay, and let's see what output it gives now. See this, this is my day, month, year, and hour and minutes. So this my pattern matches, right? It's simple actually. A date time formatter, okay, get a local date time, okay, and then this local date time dot format, what we have to give, the formatter. The formatter we have to declare like this, of pattern this. Okay, and then we have the year. This is a pretty straightforward concept. So year dot now is what, this year is 2020, and I'm doing a y dot is leap. So 2020 I believe is leap year, so it should print true. Yeah, there you go. And then we get the zone ID. Okay, so zone ID is system default. What is the system default zone ID? What is uh, the time zone for this system? Okay, so for me it should be like Asia and Calcutta, because I'm in India, so the time zone is of Asia and Calcutta. And I want the zone date and time. We don't call it local date and time because it's for a particular zone. So to get the zone date and time, what we have to do is we have to actually get the zone ID of the, of whatever you want, that is America and Chicago if I want. So that zone ID, if I'm passing to the zone date and time, I'll get the date and time of America and Chicago. see, if you see, the date is same, 31st July, but the time is different. See, 11:01. This is the America and Chicago time. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So these are the different applications of the date and time in Java 8. I hope I have covered most of the basic topics to get started with. And these all classes have lot of utility methods which will be actually sufficient for any type of date time manipulations. Okay, so go through it, use it. In future we will be using this. I don't see the old date and time um, getting used in future. And by the way, there are also methods in the new classes of Java 8 to get the to it has a backward compatibility also. So there are methods which will give you the old date object or calendar object. So that is also possible. Or from the current, like from the date object, I can get the local date also. So there are methods for backward and forward compatibility also if you are upgrading to Java 8. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any doubts or if you want to share anything with me, you can write it down in the comments. If you like the video, please like, and please, guys, please subscribe. Until next wave, bye bye.